right here, right now. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, in the blue, playing for the Starving Camels, this is Cyan.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Chinese Protoss player, the red Protoss representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Firefly. Here we go, and we were kind of giving. Oh my god! I was gonna start talking about our player, gonna start talking about how we've been praising him, how amazing he's been, especially in Team League formats. He has a new team. He recently left the Camels and joined the Eagles, joined the Platinum Heroes, and he's crazy. He's pulling a max packs.
He's right here, right now, and you have to praise him like you should.
Yeah.
That's all the Prodigy songs I know, but yeah.
I can't believe my eyes is also what I'm saying. Yes.
True. Well, he's going for the low ground, but he's also going for double gas, so not entirely clear what he's going for here yet, but it looks like it will probably be a fast expand.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. With the double gas, it means that he can go for a Stargate before expansion. That is definitely possible here. It looks like he's going to throw down the Cybercore as well. So it should be Stargate before Nexus if he does end up saturating. And yeah, regardless, kind of the reason why I'm, again, surprised and pointing this out, and why we are, I should say, is that because very few players have the cojones, papi. Very few players have the confidence in PvP to go for a low ground expand on a map like Oceanborn.
Do you know who he is? This is Firefly. They write songs about his escapades.
They do. He's right here and he's right now.
Yeah, he's like the Witcher, except we're kind of all the bards, in a way.
we are. Yeah. I haven't seen the latest season.
It's from the first season.
Okay.
We do have Stargate coming out. You, as always, seem to, for some reason, know everything about PvP. I'm done questioning it now. It's just a fact of life.
Now you knew it too. You know, you pointed out the double gas, so you knew, Papi. You knew it. You give me too much credit, man.
We are going to have that Zealot. Does get finished up, does clear out that extra probe as well, but pretty good scout there for Cyan. He should know roughly what's going on here.
Yeah, and back at home, he himself is going straight for the Nexus as well. Went for a 2-gate opener, yes, but not too aggressive with it. He does make 2 Stalkers into that Nexus. And Cyan, he hasn't scouted... No, sorry, he did scout the Stargate, so as you mentioned, he should be getting ready for it in his main base momentarily.
All right, PvP Expert Light.
Oh.
Firefly just cancelled his Warp Gate. Why?
I
actually don't know why.
That's a good question. I'm going to assume that it was for a fast Oracle, but I'm pretty sure he had enough gas for it anyway. And we have enough gas to restart it. Okay, this is outside of my area of expertise. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're good.
I was kind of hoping that he would be going, like, Immortal Phoenix.
Oh my god. The Roddy style of PvP, that would be crazy. And he teased us with it, I mean, he teased us, but he's going back into Warp Gates. The first Oracle is moving out. It looks like he actually canceled it to make a second Oracle first. So yeah, really interesting that he's doubling down on the Oracle actually production here. And we'll see if it pays off, because there is no shield battery in the main. It looks like Cyan is relying on his Stalkers instead.
Yeah, really nice Stalker positioning here from Cyan. He's going to be able to completely deflect this Oracle. Even gets a little bit of hull damage on there, and it doesn't look like much, but that can be really important in this matchup.
It really can. You know, every Stalker shot counts, as the second Oracle's now moving out across the map. 2 Oracles, they can one-shot workers. One of them shades into the natural base, gets 1 worker kill, but does get shut down.
Yeah, good attention to detail from Firefly, though, to get that extra kill. And behind this, we have both players going into their Blink. The Blink's going to be a little bit faster from Cyan, but these 2 Oracles can be very dangerous.
They really can. They ignore... Oh, God. They try to ignore the Stalker, but once again, good target firing on the weakened Oracle as well, and Firefly gets forced back.
Yeah, Cyan's positioning with these Stalkers has been very impressive. He's just tracking these Oracles so well and just pushing them away at every turn. So he's just doing a fantastic job of this, and he's barely taken any damage at all.
Yeah, as a result, Cyan is slightly ahead there in the worker count. He's ahead in the Blink timing as well, as Blink is on the way. The Oracles, they come back in. No! Oh, they fly too close to the sun, and 1 Oracle goes down.
Oracle goes down, just brilliant anticipation coming out from Cyan. Even going to be spreading out a couple more Stalkers on the map here, just trying to catch a cheeky retreat from the Oracles, maybe catch a third unit, anything like that. He is really being so active here.
He really is, and what's so impressive is that he also got away with skipping the shield battery. Now he's going to be punished a little bit for it. 4 workers go down, but the Oracle falls as well. That is 2 Oracles for 4 probes.
Yeah, beautiful stuff here, and now looks like Cyan is thinking about getting a little bit aggressive. He's going to be met out on the map by a Firefly, but this is a pretty serious force that he has coming together here. With the Robo coming up behind this as well, he does have the potential to go for a Prism and actually put a lot of pressure on this third.
Yeah, exactly, he does. The third base timings are relatively similar with each other, but because Firefly invested so heavily in those Oracles, his Stalker count has been suffering as a result, and Cyan, he is up in army supply, he is pushing out, or he's looking to push out too.
Yeah, just continuing to be active with these Stalkers is Cyan, and we're going to have a couple of those sentries coming out as well. So once they've built up a bit of energy, we can get a hallucination, scout out what's going on, but it looks like this game is going to stabilize.
Yeah, exactly. Cyan is just more concerned with establishing his third base. He's just taking a more defensive position. We have Firefly pushing in, but Cyan is ready for him. Does force out some of these force fields, though, which means we have less chances here to actually hallucinate scout across the map.
Forced fields.
Yeah, it's awkward. Yeah, go on.
So Firefly looking to be a bit aggressive now. I kind of like what he's doing, where he does have a few less units, but he is the one taking map control regardless.
Yeah, he is. He is just puffing up his chest, he's posturing here, and he's just forcing maybe a bit of an overreaction here out of Cyan. And as a result, Firefly is able to get away with his third, able to get away with his economy. But oh my god, he does once again just fly a little bit too aggressively, and he is barely going to lose the Stalker.
Yeah, nice aggressive blink coming out from Cyan, but for the most part, Firefly hasn't really been punished for this kind of aggression out on the map. He will be able to pick up a few of these probes as well, so he is just doing a good job, getting himself back into the game just stepwise, just little inches back in.
Yeah, he's inching his way in, Bobby, and look, I don't know why. I think this is the second time I had to say force fields in the past like 3 days, and it's noticeable, and I don't know how to go away with it. I don't around it. Like, I don't know, Bobby. It's weird.
Yeah, no, I can't help you though. We are going to be having a fourth coming down here from Cyan as well, so he's slightly ahead on that count. But yeah, Firefly again, I feel like he's maybe getting away with more than he should. I'm not really sure. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, like especially early on, especially when he was taking his third base, there was not just the advantage that Cyan had when it came to Stalkers, but if you remember, he had like a solid, I want to say 20 seconds where he had Blink and where Firefly didn't, and there was a window available where he could have tried to punish Firefly, but he has gotten away with it. Now he's getting his own fourth base, he's rotating around. Cyan a little bit out of position, he may be forced to cancel the fourth.
Yeah, this is a really weird map for this. There's just so many different paths every which way and so many bushes as well. Looks like Cyan's going to be coming back for this, but I don't think he's going to be able to get back in time to cancel, to save that force, sorry. The Prism goes down. Nice little snipe there, but he is getting punished. Something horrid. And these these force fields actually not working out too well for Cyan in the end.
They are not. He gets a couple of Stalkers, don't get us wrong, but that was a cancel on the fourth. That was a kill on the War Prism. Cyan's going for a counterattack, but we have defender's advantage. We have Charge Lots and Immortals waiting here on top of the ramp.
Yeah, that was some finesse coming out from Firefly. He's really using his confidence here to try to pull a bit of a fast one on Cyan. I feel like just in general, the higher confidence with the Stalkers has edged him out this game so far.
Yeah, it's crazy what he's been able to accomplish, and now the armies are clashing. The Zealots, they go to town here on the sentries. The Zealots that were stuck behind the army of Cyan.
Yeah, Cyan's Zealots getting really stuck there, and that means the Zealots of Firefly were able to do a lot of damage to the Stalkers at the front line. It is a close battle here, but we have more Zealots, more Immortals as well from Firefly, and he will be confidently blinking to chase down the second Prism of Cyan.
Oh my god, the second Prism goes down at the same time. These two Adepts have been going ham in the natural base. 17 workers. The entire mineral line goes down in the middle of that fight, and Firefly isn't done. He keeps pushing. Once again, he's looking for another cancel on the fourth.
Yeah, we missed it. Cyan missed it, but Firefly was definitely paying attention to those Adepts, and he cleaned up house, and now that's just going to make it even more difficult for Cyan to muster enough reinforcements.
Yeah, and Firefly, he is snowballing out of control. We have a couple of Stalkers coming into support. We have a shield battery. We have an overcharge as well that will help, but Firefly just dives on that shield battery immediately.
Yeah, jumps on top of that shield battery. This Shadow Mortal is just chunking his way through the Stalkers, and it's going to be too much. GG is called. Firefly takes game one.
GG, well played. Firefly coming back from a brutal start. You know, I don't want to sugarcoat it, but his opener was less than ideal. Sure, he went for a greedy, you know, faster expansion, yes, but with the Stargate, with those two Oracles, they did not pay for themselves at all, and he had lost map control from that point.
Yeah, I do feel like Cyan maybe missed a chance to be a little bit more aggressive on the map, but I can also see with this map in particular, there's a lot of weird high grounds and bushes that Stalkers can be hiding in where I could see that potentially things could get really, you know, dicey quite quickly.
They can, and I mean, they did. They as the game progressed a little bit longer, and we saw Firefly able to stabilize at some point, able to catch himself back up, and outposition Cyan on more than one occasion. Actually, it was very impressive to see Firefly actually active with his army, and yeah, Cyan at times maybe a little bit too tentative.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a big call here. Firefly, to me, I feel like he is the best Protoss in the region. We'll have to see what happens in this next game. Maybe Cyan's gonna prove me wrong, but Firefly's got a fan in me, at least in this last year.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't disagree with that. You know, if you've been following our casting, if you're in the chat, if you've been following our casting, you would know that we did become really big fans of Firefly during our coverage of World Team League, of WTL. That really did showcase him beautifully, and it's hard to disagree. It's hard to not be a fan. I would still say, Firefly top 2, and it's still a little bit close between him and Jeshi. Okay, I still put a lot of respect on Jeshi's name.
Okay.
But but he's definitely up there. Definitely up there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Regardless, we're still getting ready for our next game here, and something important to take note of is that, again, this wasn't one-sided. Cyan had his moments here in this game. He had really strong defensive play in the early game, and if he is able to take advantage of that, if he's able to leverage that coming into the mid-game a little bit better here, then we can see him even force an ace match.
Hey, Light. It's the last map of your birthday. Make a wish.
What
do you wish for?
I wish for Rufus Cam to come back one day.
True.
We haven't seen Rufio in too long, Papi, in too long.
He's here, but he's facing away anyway.
Yeah.
You can just imagine. He's I'll describe him to you.
Okay.
He's fluffy.
Great. He's so fluffy.
And sleeping. And he's got little he's got the little whisker things coming out of his ears. Makes him look like an old man.
He does. It's very iconic though. It's very Rufus. Very Rufio. It's beautiful.
All right, but we do have those beeps coming on in. We are going to game 2. Going to be on hard lead once again.
Oh, here we. Was that intentional? Was that intentional? In the first series, you called it hard lead, and then this time you called it hard lead. You're bouncing between them.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to decide on one. I'm gonna go with lead. I don't like lead.
You're gonna go with lead?
Yeah, I'm going with lead.
Lead me hard.
I will. I'll lead you to a treasure that I can't possess. In the top left-hand corner here, for the Starving Camels, looking to get back into this one. It is our Protoss in the blue. This is Cyan.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Chinese Protoss player, the red Protoss representing the Platinum Heroes, arguably the best Protoss in the region. It is Firefly. Is lead like actually hard? Like, is it?
No.
No,
well, it's malleable. I guess it's
malleable.
Hard. No, hard's the opposite of malleable, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Like hard is like, stiff.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't touch lead that often.
It's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing that you don't.
They're not recommended.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So does that make this special, right? If this is hard, that's why it's saying it's hard lead, right?
Look, it starts out soft, and after you played on it a few times, it gets a bit harder.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god!
As we do have a bit of block coming out. Looks like Firefly once again trying to go for that fast expand.
Yeah, oh my god, crazy actually. You know, maybe I haven't casted enough of Firefly, but we have a very interesting dynamic going on. As you mentioned, we have a gate expand set up here for Firefly, very economic. He did take 2 gases, so he can go for faster attack and delay his expansion. Meanwhile, Cyan setting up for a 1 base all-in.
Yeah, Cyan not wanting to mess around with it this time. It looks like he is going to be going for most likely a proxy robo. This can be extremely hard to hold with the setup that Firefly has here, but looks like Firefly, he will be delaying throwing down his Nexus, and it's a Stargate coming out. This I haven't seen in a while.
Interesting that we have a proxy Stargate in the center of the map. Firefly goes for the robo instead? Okay. So this makes sense in a way that Firefly, he knows that the pylon's missing. He hasn't seen it. He doesn't know what's being proxied. But this defensive, or this robo looks very defensive to me. Looks like Firefly is expecting an all-in, and he's going to be getting into early game Immortal production. Little does he know that Cyan isn't going for an all-in, and he's going to get scouted.
Oh, he does get scouted, and this is an absolute lifeline. I feel like this would have been really bad for him, but now he can just go a little bit heavier into the Stalkers, and yeah, straight away we see him throwing down some extra gateways. Looks like that is going to be the priority here. We might even be seeing him skip Immortals, but always have the potential as well for a counterattack with a Prism.
Yeah, exactly. As there we go, 2 more gateways are thrown down here for Stalker production. With that robo, as you mentioned, we can get into a War Prism. We just go into an Observer just for scouting. Adept gets across the map, and Firefly just making sure that there is no expansion, just trying to shut this down. And oh my god, he's on top of the pylon! Yeah,
he's shutting down that pylon. Zealot is putting in some serious work. The Adept's coming back, trying to stop that Zealot to take down that pylon, and the Oracle will get out just in time.
Oracle does make it out here. Only a single Oracle. We're going to be able to shut down these gateway units. This Stalker is not long for this world. We have a reinforcing Stalker, but alas, have we overextended here, as it looks like another Stalker may go down. Getting a lot of damage done, though, on the Oracle.
Yeah, a lot of damage on the Oracle. No energy left on the Oracle either, and I feel like Firefly, he's just playing with so much confidence here, and it's really hard for Cyan to get the momentum. That was so close to that Adept getting in as well.
That was very close. Probe will fall. Adept does not make it into the main base. Firefly is starting an Immortal production. He sees the natural base, and now the turns may have just tabled here. Firefly, he can set up for his own all-in.
Yeah, that was some amazing play from Firefly. Just with his control, with his speed, he brought everything of Cyan's back home, and it just does show that, yeah, sometimes the best defense is a good offense, but behind this, Cyan actually going to be the first to throw down a Nexus.
Oh, exactly. Cyan, he's the first to expand. Firefly has seen this. He's fully aware of this as well, and he is just continuing Immortal production. We have sentries on the way. Firefly is not expanding. He himself is going to be going all in. He's trying to harass here with these Adepts, and he's just keeping the attention of Cyan back at home.
Yeah, I love this, although it does get spotted, so we see those extra sentries, but those potentially can be used to try to block off that ramp, and there's not really any way for Cyan to save that Nexus if he does get blocked off, so he's going to have to be very proactive with his movement.
He really will. Meanwhile, cheeky move here out of Cyan. He actually does repower that Stargate in the center of the map. He's pumping out a Phoenix, and Phoenixes are going to help a lot here, especially considering how little anti-air we have. We have mainly an Adept Sentry army, and yeah, the Phoenix can help so much here zoning away that War Prism.
I really like this, especially with those sentries in the War Prism. It's going to be so key that he tries to take that down.
Yeah, it really is, and it looks like it will remain powered. Phoenix is moving up. Big stasis trap in the main!
Wow.
Oh my god!
That is absolutely huge for Cyan, but well, we do see a lot of Adepts coming on in. They will make short work of the Immortal and Sentry.
Yeah, exactly. We dive on the pylon. That's going to be an Artosis pylon. Shield battery overcharge is not going to come into play. We focus on the Immortals. The force fields are insane.
Yeah, Immortal in the air. It looks like the Phoenix is going to be used to try to lift that up, but wow, that pylon going down was absolutely disastrous. He does not get that shield battery overcharge that he was so desperately relying on, and now Firefly is just charging on through. That's a fantastic force field, though.
That is a good force field. It's going to slow down the army. The Phoenix doing what it can, but it's only so much it really can do here. We just warp in the face of Cyan. We don't even care. The Phoenix goes down, and we just push on forward. The gateways are depowered.
Ooh, pylon does go down as Cyan is not able to hold, and Firefly with very confident play